Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine and you must have gone through the previous work that I have sent. Today we will be doing Chapter 9 India, Location and Extent. In this chapter, we will be studying about the location and size of India, the various political divisions, the physical divisions, that are the Great Himalayas, the Northern Plains, the Indian Desert, Southern Plateau, Coastal Plains, and the Island region. We will be finishing this chapter in two parts. First, we will be doing about the location and extent of India. India is a country which is rich with rich culture and religious heritage. It is the second largest country in Asia and the seventh in the world. As we all know that our country is rich in its cultural and religious heritage, and it is one of the oldest civilization in the world. Now we come to the location and its size. The mainland in India extends between the latitudes of 8 degree 4 north to 37 degree 6 north, and the longitudinal extent of India is 68 degree 7 east and 97 degree 25 east. The Tropic of Cancer, it passes through the middle of the country and divides the country into northern India and the Deccan or the peninsular India. The Indian landmass, it is centrally located between east and west of Asia. India's strategic location helps it to establish contacts with West Asia, Africa, and Europe. So, as you all know, India has the longest coastline on the Indian Ocean. Now we come to the political divisions of the country, which is India. It is officially called the Republic of India, has 29 states and 7 union territories according to our book. But as per the latest survey, India bifurcated the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and the new map of India has 29 states and 9 union territories. We have 6 major zones, that are the 6 main political divisions of our country, that is the East India, the West India, North India, South India, Northeast India, and Central India. These major zones further includes the various states of India. As you all know, India is divided into these 6 these 6 political divisions, that are, I am repeating it once again, East India, West India, North India, South India, Northeast India, and Central India. And these major zones, they include the various states of India. Now we come to the physiographic divisions of India. We have in total 6 physical divisions of the country: the Great Himalayas, the desert region, the coastal plains, the northern plains, the southern plateau, and the island region. We will be doing 2 of these divisions today. First one is the Greater Himalayas. It is also known as abode or the house of snow. Why? Because all the mountains in this regions are mostly covered with snow throughout the year. This range is further divided into 3 ranges that run parallel to each other. The first one is the Greater Himalayas or the Himadri range. Then we have the Lesser Himalayas or the Himachal range, and the last is the Shivaliks or the Outer Himalayas. The first range, that is the Himadri or the Greater Himalayas, is the northernmost range and has the loftiest peaks. As you all know, the world's highest peak, Mount Everest, it also lies in this region. Then you have the Lesser Himalayas, which lies towards the south of the Himadri range. It has great valleys of Kashmir, Kangra, and Kullu, and all the major hill stations like Kullu, Manali, Kufri, Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, etc. all lies in this range. Then last is the Shivalik or the outer range in which the valley of Dehradun lies. You can see it in the book as it is written. The Himachal and the Shivaliks are called Dun. The valley of Dehradun is the biggest in the region. Then next physical division is the northern plains. It is rich in alluvial soil and it is one of the most fertile regions. Why? Because of the availability of water from the river Indus, river Ganga and river Brahmaputra. It is one of the most fertile ranges. You can see the northern plains, they are fed by three main rivers, the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. This also is further divided into three sections. First one is the Punjab plain, which is drained by river Indus and its tributaries. Then we have the Ganga plain, which is drained by river Ganga and its tributaries. And because of its fertile soil, agriculture is one of the main occupation of people here. Then we have the Brahmaputra plain, which is drained by river Brahmaputra, which later joins the river Ganga. And these rivers drain into the Bay of Bengal, forming the largest delta, which is known as the Sundarban deltas. So today we will be doing only this much part of the chapter. Rest of the three physical divisions I'll be sending you later on. I hope you will go through this video, and along with this I'm sending you the question answer and the back exercises. Thank you so much.